You know, I came to have this only one Coca-Cola, just one Coca-Cola. And this one, I'm drinking to Mr. Nelson Phiri. Sir, I know at some point you'll be able to watch this video. And I'm drinking this Coke to you leaving that office. I don't usually go out at night. This time tonight, I've come out. I'm not drinking much, just one Coke. And this one, I'm drinking to you leaving that office. Mr. Nelson Phiri, you remember at one point, I called you and I tried to speak to you, to reason with you over the abalone fish. I'm sure you remember the abalone fish, when you unjustly arrested, I think there were 7 people, and charged them of aggravated robbery. And yet, those people didn't commit that aggravated robbery. And you knew very well that they didn't commit aggravated robbery. You knew that. But you charged them of aggravated robbery. And I think they stayed in prison for about 7 months or more. They stayed a long time in prison. And I called you, and you called me a fool. You called me a fool on the phone because I was trying to reason with you. Those people, they were released. 7 people, they were released. Some of them, police officers, they were released on a nole. And as it is, those people, I mean, they have not received any justice, because nole, you can't do anything. You can't do anything. You can't sue the government. You save or you stay in prison for nothing. That was very unfair. That was very, very unfair. It was an injustice for those people. I didn't know those people, but you knew some of those people because they were police officers. That day, Nelson Phiri, the day that I tried to speak to you, and you just blasted me, insulted me over the phone, I will never forget that day. And I knew that God will soon deal with you. And God, today, through His Excellency, the President, the Commander-in-Chief, Edgar Chagwa Lungu, you are out of that office. The officers that you put in the cells, those junior officers that you put in the cells, that you put in prison, they are still working. They are still working. You are out. Nothing is permanent. You were an unjust man. In the Copper Belt, there are stories there. There are stories of how you used to conduct yourself. I would have gone ahead to go and report some of the cases to the Anti-Corruption Commission, particularly on that farm that is along Kitwe Chingola Road. I would have gone ahead to the Anti-Corruption Commission and the report, so that you can explain how you acquired that property. But I'll let the sleeping dog lie. I will let the sleeping dog lie. This is not personal between me and Nelson Phiri. It's not personal. I'm just saying this to let other people who are in offices know that you are in those offices to do the right thing. You are not in those offices for your own personal aggrandizement. That's not why you are in those offices. You are in those offices to save Zambians. If you don't save Zambians, if you think you are too powerful and you abuse people, God surely comes to liberate the people that you are oppressing. I'm telling you, tonight I'm going to sleep very happy, and I'm drinking this Coke to Nelson Phiri. I was really waiting for the day that you get out of that office. I want to thank President Edgar Lungu. It's not that he has fired Nelson Phiri based on this, but I want to advise my brothers and sisters who are serving in government that President Edgar Lungu, don't think that he's a fool. He listens and he knows a lot of things, except that sometimes he can frustrate you. He doesn't act when people want him to act, but he surely acts. He surely acts. Sometimes really I get impatient and I get frustrated by the slowness of President Edgar Lungu in doing some of these things. But I want to say thank you, President. You do listen, and you do act at your own time, at the time that you think is right. That is your leadership style. I appreciate you and I admire you, because not many of us have got the patience that you have. You are a good man, and you give enough rope for people to hang themselves. But Nelson Phiri had his time to make things right, but he couldn't. He couldn't, and he had to go. Vakanganja, I will talk about you tomorrow. I will talk about you tomorrow at 15 hours. That's when I will address Vakakoma Kanganja and those others who have come. For tonight, let me drink this one to Nelson Phiri. I am so glad you are out of that office. Thank you.